Jeff? You're my guy.
Yeah.
Pistons, I look to you always when we have these conversations. We talk about, I'll give you an example because I want to kind of like lead you in here a little bit. We talk about Jaden Ivey.
Right.
What is his game, right? His ability to attack the basket. He has so far shown he can shoot the three-pointer, right? Mid-range, he will develop, I think, over time. I'm not too concerned, but there are things you can point out to me and say, Adam, this is how it's working. This is his game. What is Killian Hayes' game? Because all I ever see him do is dribble up the court, take a bad shot, turn it over, or every 3-4 attempts, he dishes out a good ball and they get a basket from it. Like, I don't see the offensive game. It's not there, and I want to be patient. He hasn't played 100 games yet in the NBA, but kick rocks. Kick rocks, man. It's pathetic right now. I'm sorry.
So for Killian, it's tough because this has been a 3-year leash, essentially, with Killian Hayes. And Pistons fans, to their credit, have been very patient with him, including myself, because you see what he can do. But you're always hoping that his offensive game develops to the point where he can be a legitimate, your 7th, 8th man off the bench that can give you all the things he provides with his passing, is what he can do defensively. But also you need some offense. You got to be able to knock down shots. You got to be able to play off ball. And Killian so far, it's not even just he's playing bad. He's playing abysmal. And that's the issue. But for the bigger picture, and I want to give Pistons fans a little glimmer of hope, because the team that I often compare this current team to is the 2019-2020 Memphis Grizzlies, a team that finished 34-39 on the season. That was their first year with Ja Morant. Their over-under before the season was 27.5. Do you know how they started through their first 10 games? They were through 9 games. They were 2-9. Or 11 games, 2-9. So, again, I'm not giving them any excuses, but for that Grizzlies team to start 2-9 and finish with 34 wins, I'm not saying it's not possible, but what I am saying is you got to be able to play better than they are defensively. That's the biggest issue. If you look at this Memphis team, they were 2-7, through 9 games. Then they started 3-7, 4-7, 5-7, 5-8. See how the wins were starting to come along after those first handful of games. That's what the Pistons need to do. Eventually, you got to play some defense. And through the first couple games, it's been atrocious. And it doesn't help that Killian Hayes isn't providing anything. Saddiq Bey has been inconsistent. I mean, this is not even inconsistent, but just because it's not like he's shooting bad. It's 2 for 5 on the in the game in 27 minutes played. You just can't do that. But again, a lot of things need to happen. And Cade, I get it. His jumper looks a little different. I'm not going to overreact this early, but for people that are saying coming out of Oklahoma State in the summer league, his jumper was different. I'm curious to see how that progresses. I'm not going to say John Beilein ruined him. John Beilein ruined everybody. I'm not going that far. But they got to play better. And for them, again, I'm going to repeat this point. If you want to be on that same trajectory as the Memphis Grizzlies, for a team like the Memphis Grizzlies to start 2-7 and then go on a 3-game winning streak, that's what the Pistons got to do. It's not about the individual players are important. They got to get better, but they got to play collectively. And they have yet to do that so far, so we'll see. But I'm concerned about Killian Hayes. That's probably the only player I'm legitimately concerned about. I'm not concerned about Cade, Saddiq Bey. But Killian Hayes is playing for essentially his job, his future in Detroit, and his future really with any other team in the NBA. So he has to play better. No question about it.